We are back with another KX450 video. Last video actually did all right views wise. It didn't do the greatest, probably thumbnail, because it doesn't matter how good your video is. If the thumbnail sucks, it's just not going to do as good. But the video itself, like, lots of comments and lots of thumbs up, so that was awesome. Even though the views were like kind of down compared to other videos, it did way better analytically than a lot of other videos, which is awesome. So thank you guys. But I'm glad you guys enjoy these videos. I posted a video Monday of actually riding. Most of the comments was asking when the next KX build video was, so that's pretty cool. But also, this video is a little bit special because probably the reason you clicked on it was to see what the next project bike is after the 450s finish. I'm super excited about this, so hopefully you guys stick around and you guys see what the next bike is. And if you guys aren't excited about it, or if you guys don't like it, I don't know, I feel bad for you because I've never had one of these and I'm super excited. I get to build one. It's gonna do a frame up build. I'll talk a little bit about it later, but the new project bike's actually gonna get powder coating and stuff done to it, and it's gonna look sick. Hopefully you guys stick around, or you guys can just skip ahead. I'm sure somebody will post it in the comments. The new bike reveal is at blah blah blah. Can you hear that? What year model seat is that? Guess it in the comments. Let's start on the 450. Got one valve in. I ordered one and then ended up ordering another one just to be on the safe side. It kind of seemed like the other one was a little bit bent, but so it's getting two new titanium exhaust valves. So I'm sure most of you guys that like put valves in know that you don't have to lap titanium valves because that'll just wear off the coating and actually ruin them. You have to lap stainless steel valves. Alright, so we got two new exhaust valves, and then we're still keeping the intake valves. They were in good shape. Yeah, let's get the head on and then we can shim the valves. Hopefully I have the shims for these, so it should be good. Either way, I'm putting this damn engine in the frame, even if I have to adjust the valves in the frame. I'm to the point where I gotta time it now. I've never timed. I don't think I've ever timed a 4-stroke other than a Honda, which is very simple. Which, I mean, this is simple too, it's just something different, so I'm having to learn it. Which, it's basically the same concept, except but there's two cams. There's a faint line right there on the flywheel that lines up with the little hash marks. It might not line up on camera, but it's lined up because I'm having to hold the camera at a weird angle. So that means it's at top dead center. This right here is the decompression mechanism. This is the reason that you're able to kick a 450 over. Button right here that bleeds off a little bit of compression. It cracks the exhaust valves just a little bit to where we're able to kick these over. Some of like the carb models, people will call the hot start an auto decompression, or the decomp mechanism, which it's not. It's a hot start. And I can't remember if I think it might richen. It either richens or leans the fuel mixture to help it start with hot when it's hot. But usually if you're jetting and your valves are in spec, you don't even need a hot start. That's that little hash mark. We already did that, so now it's on top dead center. And there's a little hash mark on the exhaust, and then there's a little tiny dot on the intake, and those have to be lined up with the top of the cylinder head. It looks like it's in time to me. I guess I'll know for sure whenever I start it, huh? What do you guys think I should do with this motor mount? Can you see that? What the hell? How does that even happen? I didn't do that, by the way. To clear some things up in the last video of this, I had some people thinking that I bent the valve when I put it in. I didn't even have the cams or anything in, so the valves were closed. It was from when the rod broke and I guess the piston flipped around in there and hit it. If you guys see me tightening stuff with the impact, I'm not actually tightening it. I just start it and then run it in right before it bottoms out. It's just so I don't have to sit there with a ratchet and go. Boy, she's getting there. Look at her. And I've never been a huge Cowie fan. I don't even think I've ever owned a Cowie, but actually I have. I lied. I owned a 07 KX450F that I didn't really ride that much, but man, she's looking pretty good. Now remember, this is a 13 model and it looks pretty damn sweet. Probably the next video we're going to do a valve adjustment, hook up a bunch of the small stuff, put the fuel pump in it. I still have to drill the hole right here for the 90 vent hose to go into the IMS tank. Hook up all the electronics, adjust the valves, put an oil filter in it, hook up all the coolant lines, stuff like that, just small stuff. Put the throttle body on, put my throttle assembly on, the clutch cable. I'm gonna go set up the bikes for the thumbnail and then I'll show you guys the new project bike. You guys ready? Are you ready, bros? A little bit of dust on the 450 from it sitting. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Like, it looks pretty damn sweet and it makes me feel so good with it being like pretty much like a complete bike again, because for a while it just sat as a frame and it was pretty depressing. I really want something to match my 450, so I was like, why don't I get a 252 stroke so it can match the 450. So here it is, guys. It's a 03 KX250. Obviously I can't buy nothing that actually runs, because what fun would that be? She's gonna need a frame up build, basically gonna get completely stripped, The frame, the swing arm, subframe, everything's gonna get powder coated. I cannot wait to actually build a 2-stroke. I've never had a KX250. I've never even rode one. Just love the way they look. This one looks like dog crap. To have a 450 and then to have a 2-stroke to match it is gonna be awesome. I'm not gonna do newer plastic on this one. I like the way the KXs look from the shrouds back. I think they look fine. It'll have a newer front fender number plate, but that's it. I don't like the newer 250F plastics on these. If I were to ever do a plastic swap, I would put the 450 plastic on it. I like the KX250 plastic. I think it looks good, but it needs a lot of work, and I think it's gonna be a badass project. I'm not one that's just super like 2 strokes or die, mother, you know, I'm not one like that. But also I cannot deny a 2-stroke sounds, a 250 2-stroke sounds amazing. You guys, if anybody has a KX250, you know the CDI mount, or not the CDI, but the coil mounts. I actually have a 125 frame. I had a 03 125 that I parted out, and I would have kept that if it was a 250, to be honest with you. And that has these mounts, so I'm gonna cut those off and have Dalton weld them on this one. And then this pipe mount broke off this frame, and good thing it's a steel frame because I can just cut the one off the 125 and have Dalton welded onto here. It's not awesome or what? Like, I was excited about the 450, which I am still. I think this is gonna be a badass bike, and I love me a 450. I think they sound awesome, and I like the torque that they have. They have way too much power for me. Of the matching 250 2-stroke to it is gonna be amazing. I might make it a 265. We'll just see whenever we get there, but like I said, we're not going to be working on this until this one is able to go riding on a weekly basis. And I bet you guys knowing me, or watching my videos and listening to me talk, you had no idea that I would be interested in building a 252 stroke, but it's going to be awesome. Next video we should hear the 450 run. Like I said, we don't have that much to do. I know we didn't do a whole lot. It feels like I didn't really do that much. Kind of did most of it off camera, but I just wanted to get the engine in the frame and then show you guys the new project build. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the views. Thanks for the likes and supporting the build series, because it makes it a lot more fun when people actually like it and the videos do well. I will see you guys on the next one. I'm trying to get the thumbnail. Alright, I think that's a good thumbnail. I can't wait to see the hack job of the Photoshop that I'm gonna do on my phone for this. Alright, see you guys later.